Hey, howdy, happy day. I got wisdom here for you. Stand by, here it comes. If you don't want to get hit by a car, don't protest in the middle of a highway. If you don't want to get killed by the police, do not engage in illegal activities. If you are scared of COVID, stay home, hide in the basement. If you don't love America, leave it. It's not that difficult to figure out, really. Simple stuff, simple wisdom. These progressive left-wing wacko people, you got Cortez and a couple of other ones, Omar, somebody, anyway, three of them. They're all against guns for good guys, gun control, let's have it, nobody should be able to have a gun except them. They have taken campaign money and used it. They want to also defund the police. And they've used this money to have protection details for themselves. They're so crazy, I guess they do need to be protected, probably more so from themselves. In any event, they have used $100,000 of campaign donations in the last quarter, just in the last quarter. So there's 4 quarters in a year, that'll be almost $500,000 probably when they're done, to protect themselves. Oh, and the people that protect them have guns. Boomity, boomity, boom, boom. Of course they have guns. Good people don't do bad things. Good people should be allowed to keep guns. And these crazy bad people say, nobody should have a gun except me. Liberals. The Art Institute of Chicago has recently fired all of its docents. The docent is a trained volunteer, museum guide, and greeter. They fired them because they're white and because they're financially capable. They're well off, rich in some cases, and that's a bad thing. They said, we don't want white people and we don't want people who have money volunteering. Hold it. Who has time to volunteer? If you're making minimum wage, you really have time to go and spend a whole day here and there volunteering? I don't think so. These are older white women. So what? They have money. Isn't that great? They now have the time. They can donate it to the arts, and they're free, and they're helping. The average person has been there 15 years on average. 15 years, that's a long time. They got fired. Go away now. Oh, but because you did such a nice job over 15 years, why would we fire you if you did a nice job? But we're firing you anyway. You did a nice job, so we're going to give you a 2-year free pass to the museum. Put that in your ear, hombre. Italians, they're mad at everybody in the world, particularly in Italy because of COVID. How dare you tell me I have to get a shot? That's tyranny. Tyranny, and they're protesting downtown, in towns and cities, in the ports and so on. They're protesting everywhere in the world now. It's revving up. Who knew? Millions of Americans are getting fired, though, for not taking the COVID shot. But CNN, coming from CNN, this is shocking. They reported 600,000 veterans have found that Johnson & Johnson's COVID vaccine protection fell from 88% in March to 3% in August. 3%. In other words, why would you bother? You have a 97% chance of catching it. Los Angeles city workers, they're not going to get vaccinated, many of them, and they're saying, hey, city, there's an exemption we're working on that you only have to get tested twice a week if you won't get the vaccine, and the test results will be deducted from your paycheck, and it's $260 per pay period. Nobody can do that. You're squeezing them out. Why don't you just fire them? Make it easier? You're going to take $260 from them? Come on already. Then you have the governor in Minnesota, who's a real commie man, and he's saying a lot of people aren't getting the vaccine, particularly kids. So I'm going to use taxpayer money, and I'm going to fund these little rascals, and I'm going to pay them. We're going to have draws for $100,000 worth of scholarship stuff, and we're going to give them gift cards of $200 and all kinds of love. Just come and get vaccinated. Bribing a kid. That's kind of child molestation, isn't it? Of some form. It's bad. Not nice. City of San Francisco. Recently, they closed a In-N-Out fast food restaurant. They're great hamburger places. There's about 358 of them. I would have said more than that. They're fantastic. Fast and good, and the cha-cha-cha. I've been through them many times. And the owner said, hey, you can close me because you guys pay attention now. I refuse to become the vaccination police for any government. The requirements are unreasonable, invasive, and unsafe. When you ask a restaurant to segregate customers based on vaccine documentation, we fiercely disagree with any government that dictates anything that forces a private company to discriminate against customers who choose to patronize their own business with what they do. This is clear government overreach and is intrusive, improper, and offensive. She forgot the word stupid, because that's kind of, and socialist, and communist. It's bad. That's the world we're living in today. How can we change it? We can. Keep trying, because we're right, they're wrong. See ya.